From memes to dreams, as we approach Sunday's big game, we want to introduce you to college football player Dieunerst Collin, who scored a name, image, and likeness deal with fast food giant Popeyes by simply being memed a decade ago at the age of 9. With little help from a football Hall of Famer Jerome Bettis, we tackle this complex world of NIL deals and the pressure that comes along with it. It's the first installment of our new series, Culture Conversations, which dives into music, dance, and food. But tonight, ABC's Alex Presha starts us off with sports.
So this is a special day for me because, Jerome Bettis, I grew up watching you play football for the Rams and then Steelers, obviously. But Dieunerst, I want to begin with you, man. I feel like I know you because, you know, I've been using your meme for the better part of a decade now. Can you take me back to that day, 9 years old, inside that Popeyes, and a guy mistakes you for little Terrio?
Oh, kill him. Oh, kill him. Oh.
What happened?
So it was just me, my dad, my little brother. We go in there, you know, and then the stranger that recorded me walks in, then randomly pulls out the phone in my face saying, "Hey, you're little Terrio."
Terrio at Popeyes. Ooh. Say ooh.
I'm looking, I'm like, are you recording me or are you recording behind me? This is why I made the eyes. Before, I thought it would just be something like that's just on the internet. You know, people would never come to me and question me like, "Hey, you're this, you're that." And it's like, now I'm known for it and people know who the person is.
Well, so obviously had a big senior year at high school. You guys won a championship. And then you put up a post. What did the post say?
I said, "Hey, everybody repost this, tag Popeyes. I just want to talk business."
You were fishing a little bit.
Yeah.
You were fishing, he was fishing a little bit. Well, you caught something. You caught something big. And this NIL deal came through.
You might know me. I used to be that meme kid. And now I'm in Popeye's big game ad.
So literally under like 24 hours, Popeyes DMs me and says, "Hey, we want to work with you." Obviously, I was really excited. Started dancing and everything and all that stuff. And they say, "Hey, you know, talk to these people, and you know, let's go through the whole process with the school and everything." I'm like, "Okay, I like it."
Jerome, you're sitting here listening to his experience getting an NIL deal. I imagine the world worked a little bit differently whenever you first got to Notre Dame.
We didn't have that opportunity. So it's great to see these young athletes taking advantage of the platform that's available to them with a little ingenuity. Now all of a sudden it turns into an NIL deal.
Dieunerst, I'm curious. Like, I mean, you go back to Irvington, your hometown, and how is this received? I mean, literally. I mean, you've been away for what, a year?
Yeah.
And you got a billboard.
Yeah. And it's like, what? A billboard with my face on it? And it's like, I never would have thought that would ever happen.
Usually, when we hear about NIL deals, it's for, you know, on-the-field heroics, right? And you had the wherewithal to say, listen, I was a viral meme 10 years ago that's still being used. I mean, how do you think this kind of changes where NIL deals go?
For me, I was very sure I have not touched a college football field yet, which I hope, obviously I will, but it kind of shows like, hey, don't only take being on the field as an opportunity where you can, you know, get as much business and all that stuff you can.
I think from what I see and what I'm hearing is that you're kind of, you know, all steam ahead. You're just going to say, hey, I can do more. I can be much more than the football player.
Yeah, definitely. Even though I may be good at football, I am a person at the end of the day, outside or on the field.
What do you want to do?
I actually want to be a sports analyst after college.
Huh.
Interesting.
Well, I'm hoping that during the bye, they took some time and reassessed and said to themselves, we have got to run the football.
The hardest part about the job is being critical of people that you played with and that you're familiar with.
Jerome, listen, after a Hall of Fame career, the broadcast career, you've had multiple endorsements, endorsement deals. Last year, you became a college graduate.
It was important because of the statement that it made. One, to my mother, I promised her, along with my father, who's no longer with us, I promised them that when I was leaving school early, that I was going to get my degree. But more importantly, I've got a 17-year-old daughter and a 15-year-old son. I literally had to go back on campus. I was going to classes, 3 days a week. I'm in the class.
You probably stuck out a little bit.
Oh man, it was rough. But you know what? It was great in that when I graduated, there was a sense of accomplishment because of what I had to do to get my degree.
Dieunerst, I see you shaking your head as Jerome's talking, and you're hearing this from a Hall of Famer.
I had the same promise to my dad as well, because the first thing he said is, I don't care if you're going to school for football, hey, you better come home with that piece of paper. So it's like, hearing you say that, and me having something similar, it's like, I'm not the only one.
You guys, this was great. I appreciate you being candid. I appreciate you opening up. And, again, I think it's a fascinating topic, and you're certainly kind of, pushing past the general perception of NIL. So I think people will find this pretty valuable.
Our thanks to Alex Presha for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.